reopen and reactivate the Guacara refinery, which was slam shut by the former administration and led to several social and economic dislocations. And of course, the forex crisis that we have experienced and which we inherited over the past few months, with some linkage, of course, to the failure of an active refinery to generate forex to the economy. We have also taken note of the dismissal of thousands of workers, direct employees at the refinery, and of course the closure of business associated with doing business at the refinery over the years. We have taken note as well that the Guacara refinery, which has been mothballed, still continues to draw down on precious taxpayers' dollars to the tune of $470,000 per month, which is paid to a contractor for monthly services associated with the refinery. We are also informed that the total cost incurred by Guaracar is estimated to be $5.6 million per month when one looks at other costs associated with the mothballing of the refinery. To remind you that the Beharry refinery has a capacity to process 170 barrels of oil per day at its optimum operations. The then refinery owner Petrotrin in 2018 and before processed in the region of 140 barrels per day, with imports accounting for 100,000 barrels of oil, and Petrotrin at that time providing the remaining 40,000 barrels per day. Since the closure of the refinery, the holding company has undertaken three processes to identify a preferred investor to restart Beharry. That has been in the public domain, and Scotia Capital USA was engaged as a financial bidding advisor to assist and manage the process. That process, we were informed at that time, 2019, 2020, 2021, etc., had led to the interest on the part of several entities. Notwithstanding those previous efforts, the new government is committed to establishing its own agenda to revitalize the domestic oil and gas sector, which continues to experience a sustained decline in both oil and gas production. Our approach is multi-sectoral, with strategies to improve upstream oil and gas activity while simultaneously taking steps to reactivate the refinery and rejuvenate the downstream sector. Our strategies are integrated, but the ramping up of production of oil and gas is critical to any economic boom that we project. So with that in mind, we have taken immediate steps towards the goal of reactivation of the refinery, which has been out of commission for almost 7 years. A committee has now been approved by the cabinet. The committee would be led by former Minister of Energy and Petroleum Engineer, Mr. Kevin Ramnarine. The committee includes former Vice President of Finance at Petrotrin, Mrs. Rima Ali Raja, former Vice President Retail and Marketing of Beharry, Mr. Kevin Ramnarine, former Refinery Manager, Mr. Gautam Maharaj, University Lecturer in the area of Engineering and Maintenance, Mr. Kishore Jagru, Mr. Leslie Chang, Operations and Process Engineer, Mr. Christopher Jackman, OWTU Branch President, Mr. Danny Gulcharan, Electrical Systems, former OWTU Monthly Representative, Mrs. Margaret De Silva Ocando, Planning and Economics, Scheduling, Commercial Port, Marine Manager, Ms. Yashi Carrington, Senior Chemical Engineer at the Ministry of Energy and Energy Industries, Mrs. Anushka Benisuku, Chemical Engineer too at the Ministry of Energy and Energy Industries, Mr. Len Chan Chow, Port, Marine and Shipping Expert. The terms of reference of the committee, ladies and gentlemen, is to examine the technical evaluation for the return of refining, its human resource required, financial, regulatory, and feedstock requirements, and commercial arrangements. In the conduct of its exercise, it is proposed that the holding company and or its subsidiaries would provide support as a secretariat for the committee and make available all documents, technical reports, financials, personal information that the committee may deem necessary for the execution of its tasks.